So do you then vote for the one that lies the least, or not vote at all because they're all liars?
Not at all.
Okay. What are your thoughts about Conservatives in general, though?
I don't understand it all.
Okay.
I don't get it. I don't get where they pull these ideas from. Any of that. I don't.
They're pulling them from back over there, mate.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand how they come to the decisions they come to.
Yeah.
They say stuff.
There's a lot of money going left and right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of big decisions.
Yeah, it don't make
Thoughts
sense.
on Brexit?
I think we should leave.
We should leave. Any reason why?
Why not? Give it a shot. Let's see if we can survive.
Trial and error?
Yeah.
Okay.
We survived on our own before. We'll
do it again. Shallow tea. Okay, awesome. You've been amazing. Thank you, sir. My name is Bako. I'm here in Manchester Market Street. I'm going to find out if people are going to vote for Labour, or Conservatives, or Lib Dem, or Green Party, whoever it is. Let's just go find out what the people of Manchester are made of and who they're going to vote for. So yeah, I mean, it's all about our future. So I mean, it makes sense to find out what people are voting for, who people are voting for, and what the main reason is to why they're voting for X, Y, and Z party. So let's find out. Are you going to vote?
I am going to vote.
Who are you going to vote for, sir?
Well, I've already voted because I've done a postal vote.
Oh, I see. Who did you vote for, if you don't mind me asking?
Labour.
Are you voting? Yes. Who are you voting for?
Labour.
Quick question. Are you voting? Are you voting? Are you not? You're not voting. Why are you not voting? Why is no one voting? Excuse me. Sorry. Are you voting?
Yeah.
Who are you going to vote for?
Labour.
And why is that?
Johnson's a cunt.
Okay. Are you voting for?
Green.
She's voting for Green Party. Excuse me. Are you going to vote?
Probably, yeah.
Who are you going to vote for?
Not sure yet. I'll decide later.
Okay. Cool stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Labour.
Why? Give me one reason why. Wait. There's no wrong or right answer. I've voted for Labour, but why?
Because he's a G.
Well, everyone seems to be saying Conservatives, but obviously more of it might be a Labour thing to me. I don't know.
Is there anything that's standing out to why you should go towards the Labour side of things instead of the Conservative side of things?
I'm not just about this NHS stuff, to be honest.
Exactly.
Some of us haven't even got the money to do with the NHS.
Boys, are you voting for anyone?
I don't know.
Conservative, because Labour is a right cock.
Okay. Any specific reason to why Conservatives over Labour? One reason.
One reason, he dresses like a tramp.
Oh, we're talking about Jeremy Corbyn.
Oh yeah, he talks shit.
Okay. So you think, I mean, is there any specific to his policies maybe? So, yourself, who are you voting for?
They'll bankrupt us.
Yeah, he's a terrible dick.
I'm going to disagree. Totally disagree. I'm voting Labour.
Really?
Yeah. I believe in help for everybody, not just the few.
Okay.
I can't vote for any of them, literally independent, because
No confidence.
yeah, I've got
Okay.
no confidence
And I
in any
want
party.
to vote for that woman in Scottish. What's she called?
SNP. Oh,
Yeah.
You're in England, you
What's
can't
she
vote for
called?
Okay, so we've got no confidence, we have Labour, we have Conservatives.
Oh, definitely.
Lies at the end of it.
But
You choose the one that lies.
no, I'm sorry,
Boris
but
Johnson lies the most.
I agree, sir. Excuse me, sorry. Are you voting? Are you voting?
No.
You're not voting. He's not voting. Today's not the day. He might not be voting today, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. When the world's falling apart, he'll vote. If you were to vote, who would you vote for?
I don't even know what there is to vote for.
All right. I think we need a commercial break.
I think we're in a very different place from when the NHS started, and I think it really needs rethinking. I don't think it's coping with our population size and the kind of medical conditions that people have, some of it being lifestyle now with diabetes and various other things. So I think it needs a rethink.
Okay,
I don't
so-
think we can continue to fund it.
So at this case, would you say a vote of no confidence? Would you just vote Lib Dem, Green Party? Would you just not vote at all?
I'd probably do sort of more of a protest vote and try and go Green because I think they care about the environment.
It's going to be between the Green Party and Labour, but Green Party is a dead vote, so
It's a waste of vote, I think.
exactly. So I'm going with Labour.
Who are you voting for?
Not too sure. Probably swinging more towards Labour.
Any reason why? Is it Jeremy Corbyn, the party, maybe with the policies? What's the drive
There's some
behind?
good policies going about in Labour rather than Boris, wanting to sell the NHS for that. I'm not behind that.
And why yourself?
I agree.
You're both in agreement. Labour it is.
Labour it is.
Conservative Party has been in charge for way too long. Time for change.
Yeah, well, they're saying it themselves, it's time for change.
Do you think Conservative Party has been in charge for way too long?
Well, yeah.
Thoughts on Boris Johnson?
A dick.
Nice. Anything else that stands out for you to why you are voting for Labour?
Well, I think, to be fair, like we've seen over the last 9 years, we've had the Tories. Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed?
No, like if anything, it's gotten worse. Homelessness is on the rise. The NHS is being sold off as we speak. The Grenfell crisis, like we saw the impact of that, and then just looking at their like important characters, like none of them take responsibility for anything. They're all responsible for what's going on in this country.
Do you think that the Conservative Party mainly focuses on the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer?
Well, yeah, like literally, if you just reading some of their old stuff, like in their books, like Dominic Raab selling off the NHS for profit, like Boris Johnson is his whole life he's been in with rich people. He was brought up in a very privileged position, and we've seen people with privilege vote for Labour, but he hasn't. Like, I mean, stupid example, but Dua Lipa, for example, she's got so much privilege, she'd benefit from the Tories in charge, but she's said vote Labour. But
Stormzy, another example?
Well, yeah, Stormzy, a massive example. I mean, like, it's just they're all either selfish or ignorant, and this, like, not against the voters, but them. Like, I feel like I can understand why some people would vote Tory, because if all they're exposed to is the Daily Mail or the Sun,
who are owned by Conservative people.
Exactly, and
makes sense.
Yeah, and again, you can just see who donates the most to the Tories. Billionaires. Yeah. Like the average donation to Labour is 25 quid.
Excuse me, sir. Are you voting? Are you going to vote?
No.
Any reason why? Any reason?
No.
Do you believe in politics? Do you like politics?
No.
No one likes politics. But if it meant it's the future of our country.
I don't believe them.
You don't believe any of them?
Any of them.
All politicians lie?
Yep.
I just think the policies are so much better for our generation.
Is there anything that's standing out for Labour that's made you want to vote for Labour? Anything, maybe 1 point. It can be 10.
Protecting the NHS for a start.
The reason why I don't vote is because I don't understand it well enough to feel like my vote is a worthy vote.
Okay.
You're really passionate, aren't you?
I am. Do you know what? It's our future, man. Well, why are you voting for Jeremy Corbyn if you were to vote?
If I were to vote, I mean, he says the right things, right? A lot of the policies in the Labour manifesto, they make sense, although I fundamentally disagree with some of the ideas they're based upon, especially when it comes to like the climate emergency and things like this. But he obviously seems to tell the truth more than Boris
I mean, all politicians lie. I think all politicians lie. But I think at the end of the day, I think you have to vote for the one that lies the least.
But people say, you should vote for the lesser of two evils, but you're still voting for evil, so that's not me.
I think everyone's talking about the NHS and giving another party a chance because clearly Conservatives have been in power for 9 years and we don't seem to be doing very well, so it makes sense. Yes!
Of course I am.
Who are you voting for?
Labour.
What is the main reason to why you're voting for Labour?
I agree with what they stand for, and I just think it's time to get the Tories out.
Excuse me, sir. Could I ask you a question? Are you voting?
Yes.
Who are you voting for?
I've voted for Labour.
You voted already? What? Oh, just before you go, what is the main reason to why you voted for Labour?
Because our local MP now is a Labour councillor anyhow, a Labour candidate anyhow. She's been our MP for quite a while, and I really rate her. So I'm voting for her. I'm also voting for the Labour policies because my dad was a coal miner, and the Tories absolutely devastated. The mine.
I think the 9 years that the Tories have been in power, I think it's time for change.
It definitely is time for a change.
Awesome, you've been amazing. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. Bye. Voting for?
Lib Dems.
Any reason why Lib Dems over Labour, Green Party, Conservatives?
It's tactical.
Tactical. Yeah. What about yourself?
Labour, but in London.
In London. Okay. Is that because of your MP or the party itself?
Again, like tactical in the area.
It's pretty much a red state, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Have you voted before?
Yeah, I vote every time, yeah.
Have you ever voted for a different party and regretted your decision?
Not as such, because it was how I felt at the time, I guess.
Okay. Has it always been the same party, or has it been changing over the years?
Various different parties.
Okay, and at the current period of time, we're sticking with Labour?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And is that because of the NHS mainly, or anything else that may come to your mind?
It's the underlying idealism that they have.
Does Jeremy Corbyn play a big role in voting for Labour?
Yeah, I would have voted for Greens otherwise.
Let me ask. Excuse me, sorry, sir. Are you? Excuse me, sorry. Are you voting? Are you voting? Who are you voting for?
Yes, Labour.
Voting Labour. Any reason why you're voting for Labour?
Because I don't like Boris Johnson.
I agree. I agree. But is there any other reason besides Boris Johnson? Maybe his party, maybe the rules, the ideologies?
NHS, I suppose. I think there's a lot of issues with the NHS at the moment that I don't think the Conservatives are doing a lot to deal with.
Have you voted before?
I have voted before.
Have you ever voted before and then changed your mind and thought, or regretted it and thought,
No, I've always voted Labour. All my family's voted Labour.
Who are you voting for?
Labour.
Excuse me, boys. Are you voting? Are you voting? No? No? Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow? They're going to vote in 10 years' time when the country is all in abyss. Thank you. Chalo tika. Chalo tika. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think from what we've learned today in this video, more people have voted for Labour. I think that's a good thing, and I think it's the way forward. So